Lakers' Bronny James explained shooting struggles in preseason loss to Suns. A rocky start under the spotlight. The Los Angeles Lakers' preseason opener was always going to draw attention. Anytime the purple and gold take the court, the NBA world watches, and when that roster features the son of the league's all-time scoring leader, the cameras zoom in even tighter. On Thursday night, against the Phoenix Suns, the Lakers suffered a 103-81 loss, a result that carried little weight in the standings but plenty of narrative significance. The story wasn't about the absence of LeBron James and Luka Doncic, both resting, or even the Lakers' collective struggle shooting the ball. Instead, it was about Bronny James, who finished the game with a brutal 1 of 12 from the field and 1 of 8 from beyond the arc. For many young players, this would have been a footnote. For Bronny, it became the headline. Bronny's honest post-game breakdown. To his credit, Bronny didn't deflect responsibility or let frustration cloud his perspective. After the game, he reflected on his performance with measured honesty. "I felt like they were pretty good shots there," James told ESPN's Dave McMenamin. "I didn't rush, I wasn't forcing anything. I didn't have my legs under me as much as I wanted to, so a lot of them were short. But most of them were online and I felt like I could have made them, so I think I took some good shots." This type of response is telling. For many young guards, bad shooting nights lead to excuses, blaming the system, teammates, or officiating. Bronny emphasized process over results. His confidence wasn't shaken. His belief in his mechanics wasn't gone. The shots didn't fall, but he took them with the right mindset. That's exactly the type of maturity coaches look for in a young player. Deja vu. The ghosts of last preseason. For Lakers fans, the performance brought back memories of last year's preseason, where Bronny also stumbled out of the gate. In his first 4 preseason games, he shot 2 for 16 from the floor, scoring just 4 total points. Social media mocked him. Pundits questioned whether he belonged in the league. But then came the final preseason game against the Golden State Warriors. In 35 minutes, Bronny erupted for 17 points, grabbed 4 rebounds, and swiped 3 steals. It was the first glimpse of his two-way potential, a guard who could score in transition, defend on the perimeter, and bring energy to the floor. The lesson? Preseason slumps don't define players, development arcs do. Shooting struggles in context. So, why did Bronny struggle so much against Phoenix? The answer lies in both mechanics and circumstance. 1. Legs not under him. Bronny himself admitted fatigue played a role. After a long off-season and a physically demanding training camp, it's common for players to lack shooting rhythm in early games. 2. Shot selection wasn't bad. Reviewing the attempts, most were within the flow of the offense, open threes, pull-ups, and catch-and-shoot looks. These weren't forced, which is encouraging. 3. Rhythm scorers need time. Bronny isn't a pure shooter yet, he's a rhythm guard. Confidence builds as he gets into the flow of the game. In a disjointed Lakers offense, he never found that rhythm. 4. The Suns' defense. Phoenix threw length and athleticism at the Lakers' backcourt. With defenders like Josh Okogie and Nasir Little pressuring the perimeter, shots were more contested than they looked on paper. The stat line, 1 of 12, looks brutal, but it's more a reflection of timing and preseason rust than broken mechanics. The team-wide cold night. Importantly, Bronny wasn't alone in his struggles. The Lakers as a team looked out of sync. Dalton Knecht, another second-year player with high expectations, shot 2 of 10 from the field and 1 of 7 from deep. Rui Hachimura and Deandre Ayton, 2 projected starters, played limited roles but weren't sharp in their minutes. The Lakers' overall offense sputtered, shooting 31.1% overall and 17.1% from 3. This wasn't just a Bronny issue, it was a preseason team issue. The guard logjam. The real challenge for Bronny isn't one bad game, it's the crowded Lakers backcourt. Head coach J.J. Redick has more guards than minutes to distribute. Marcus Smart, veteran defender, likely starter. Gabe Vincent, trusted secondary playmaker. Austin Reeves, lock-in starter with playoff pedigree. Dalton Knecht, a young scorer competing directly with Bronny. Luka Doncic, the face of the franchise's backcourt. That puts Bronny at best as the 6th option. In order to crack the rotation, he'll need to prove he brings unique value, whether it's defense, hustle, or energy. The shadow of his last name. Bronny's battle isn't just on the court, it's with the weight of his last name. Being the son of LeBron James means every shot attempt is a storyline. Every bad game turns into a debate on talk shows. Every good game becomes a headline about the next king. Even when Bronny insists he wants to carve his own path, the narrative of playing alongside his father overshadows everything. Fans often forget that he's only 20 years old, still finding his footing in the league. Compare him to other second-year guards. Many are given time to grow quietly. Bronny, instead, develops under a microscope. Historical parallels. Other sons of NBA legends. Bronny isn't the first to walk this path. Other NBA sons of legends have faced similar hurdles. Tim Hardaway Jr. struggled early before becoming a reliable scorer. Gary Payton too bounced around the G League before sticking as a defensive specialist. Steph Curry wasn't the son of a superstar, but Del Curry's shadow followed him until he carved his identity. For Bronny, the comparisons will always be louder, because LeBron isn't just a star, he's an icon. JJ Redick's patience. One advantage Bronny has is JJ Redick. Known for his player development insight, Redick has made it clear he values process over box scores. His system prioritizes spacing, quick ball movement, and defensive energy. If Bronny can buy into those, he'll earn minutes. Redick also understands shooting slumps. As one of the best shooters of his era, he knows rhythm matters. Expect Redick to keep giving Bronny opportunities, even if the box score isn't kind. Fan and media reactions. Unsurprisingly, reactions were split. Lakers fans expressed patience, with many pointing out it's just preseason. Critics questioned his readiness, calling him more of a development project. Media outlets like ESPN and Bleacher Report highlighted the struggles, while also noting his measured post-game comments. On social media, clips of Bronny's missed shots trend, but so did reminders of his breakout game last preseason. What's next? The Lakers' next test comes Sunday against the Golden State Warriors. For Bronny, the irony is clear. Last year, he broke out against this same opponent in the preseason finale. Will history repeat itself? If Bronny can bounce back with even a modest shooting performance, the conversation will shift. Fans are quick to judge, but also quick to forgive when young players show growth. Long-term vision. In the big picture, the Lakers don't need Bronny to be a star this season. They have Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis carrying the load. What they need is for him to grow into a contributor over time. Short-term goal: defend, hit open shots, play with energy. Mid-term goal: crack the rotation as a 3 and D guard. Long-term goal: establish himself as a reliable role player, with the upside to grow further. The journey will take time, but the Lakers knew this when they drafted him. Final word. Bronny James' preseason debut wasn't pretty. A 1-4-12 shooting line makes for ugly headlines. But the larger picture is this: he took good shots, stayed confident, and didn't force bad decisions. For a young guard under immense pressure, that's progress. Preseason isn't about wins and losses. It's about growth, rhythm, and confidence. If Bronny continues to trust his process, the results will come. The NBA spotlight can be unforgiving, especially when your father is one of the greatest of all time. But for Bronny James, the road is just beginning, and one bad night won't define the journey.